Ooh, how many hot dogs can I get in one shot? So reflective.
No. Fucking mug is everywhere.
What you doing, Pete?
Fixing Eddie's up.
Oops.
That's what you said you wanted to catch.
Yeah, well, next time I'll check the hood pins.
That's right. That's number one on the list. Hood pins, man.
Hood pins.
Welcome back to another episode of Revolt Garage. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it is Hawaiian Shirt Friday, and we are ready to go to SEMA. So, the last couple of days, we've been turning and burning. The Welshman has been working fast and furious to get the charging system all nice and cool. And Eddie B, what you been doing the last couple of days?
I've been playing with the rear end of my car.
And what does it do?
Well, we actually have a really cool charge port, and anyone has a Mustang and does electric conversions, well, check this out.
Woo-hoo.
Magnetic. This is the new North American charge standard, which is...
You put me on the spot now. J3400.
J3400, that's
Something like
correct.
that. SE.
Tesla has done an amazing job, obviously, with all the charging and everything they're doing with Tesla and their infrastructure. The big three are now moving into that standard. So we decided to beat everyone to the punch too. This has a Tesla charge plug in it. It doesn't mean it works on Tesla chargers. Maybe, hopefully, Mr. Elon, hook us up.
All right.
So we get quick charge. But anyway.
Now, with that being said, all right, you gotta bear with me. I'm older than these two youngers here.
Go with gadget glasses.
Are those
My
open?
gold glasses glasses. These are Oakleys.
Okay.
These are VA specials. All right, what do we have here? All right, couple things rolling out. New website. So, Eddie B, who have you been working with on that for the website?
Our buddy Rob.
Well, he's been doing an excellent job. And with that being said, what's coming out, we got a few new products that are going to roll out, and that's going to be available for you guys to view on the new website. Matt, what do we have coming out?
Got big things coming. Contact box is the one I'm most excited about. It's going to make your wiring jobs just a tremendous amount easier.
Okay, 30 seconds. What does that come in that contactor box?
Oh, everything. What doesn't it come with? Be a shorter list. You got a negative contactor, a positive contactor. You got 3 accessory contactors. Everything's fused. Your pre-charge is in there. We built it to work with everybody's system.
Shunt.
And a shunt. It's got your can control shunt in it. If you want to run a Hall effect outside of the box, that's fine too. But it really should. I defy you to find a system it doesn't work with.
Yeah, very, very universal, and obviously, you know, I do a lot of billet work. Will helped us out with this too, but my big thing here is billet, billet, billet. I know some people are like, oh, no, we love billet. It's a beautiful billet box, pretty much indestructible, waterproof. You can throw the thing in water, it's great.
All right, you'll be able to check that out on the new website. When is that going to go live?
We're going to go live at SEMA.
All right, so while we're at SEMA, that site will be live and you can check that out. A big new item, you've already sent one out into the field, right? The Divorce 2 out in the field, and that is the divorced inverter mount for an LDU.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about that, real quick.
So basically, if you have a large drive unit out of the Tesla, they are pretty wide. We've had customers come to us and say, hey, look, can we take the inverter off, put it somewhere else to fit this into different cars? The first car we did that with was the Little Giant. It has 2 motors in it with 2 inverters that had to be stacked in a weird way. So we that was the seed that made me build a really nice version. BC over at BC Motors got a couple of them too. He's working on a project with those. So if you want to divorce the inverter from a large drive unit, we have a kit already available. We're shipping right now. There's already a couple been sold. So check that out on our website as well.
And at the beginning of the year, you guys are going to get a treat because you're going to get to see those remote inverter mounts, trying to say that 3 times real fast, in an actual project coming out of the Revolt Garage.
1,200 horsepower.
1,200 horsepower, the Hillbilly Supreme. All right, and last on the new product list, and this is one of my favorites, that is the wiring harness. A lot of kits are out there, or at least they're labeled kits, and I have yet to see one that's complete. Ours is very close to complete, and that wiring harness is going to allow you to plug and play. What do you guys think about that?
Well, we've been shipping our motors since day one with this wiring harness. It works with the T2C, which is basically the VCU or the ECU for the particular Tesla drive units. It does support all-wheel drive as well, so if you guys have a small drive unit, you could actually use our wiring harness for that. We didn't sell them before separately, but now we do sell them with the T2C or by themselves. it's going to save you, gosh, I mean, the first one I ever did took me about a week and a half to kind of figure out and pin out.
Yeah.
Ton of man hours would be saved by including that wiring harness in your build.
I mean, it's to the
Right.
point where I assume we're selling with the throttle pedal too.
Yep.
Because you can take that harness. If one of our motors showed up on a crate, you plug the harness in, you plug your 400 volts in, and run it in 5 minutes right out of the crate. So it's that plug and play.
Yep.
And
I
with,
like it.
with the contractor box now too, we're offering even more flexibility for you guys. So basically, add batteries.
Yeah.
There you go. Batteries not included. All right. Hey, let's move on. Next. All right. We have, I'd say, an impressive presence at SEMA. How many cars are going to be there with a Revolt motor?
6? I count 6.
5, 6.
Five
all
or
right.
six, yeah.
So I'm going to refer to my notes here. We have the 444 car. For those you don't know, that's the little giant. That is the fastest electric car in the world.
Yes.
We have the land speed record, 353.8 miles an hour. That's going to be on display at SEMA. We also
Where?
have the dock. Good one. The 444 car is going to be on display at the Optima booth. Why would they do that?
Well, because they make batteries.
Well, how does that help us?
Well, there's a 12-volt system. There's actually two 12-volt systems in there, one for the parachute, one for all electronics. And Optima's hooked us up. They've done a really good job. Also,
There you
MagnaFlow,
go.
thank you very much. Optima and MagnaFlow will be right next to each other. For those of you guys that don't have SEMA tickets, they're outside, so you can still get in and see that car.
Yeah, come by. Definitely come by and check out the fastest electric vehicle in the world, the little giant 444 car. Also, we have the Green Thumb truck, 68 Ford. That is going to be a nice truck. You know, crown jewel under the hood is going to be a Revolt motor. All right. We also have Trick Factory. Trick Factory, they're coming with some really nice stuff. What do they build?
They got the G-Wagon, right?
A G-Wagon, an electric G-Wagon.
The OG wagon.
There you go. We've been calling it the OG wagon. So that's going to be cool. I want to see that. And last but not least, we have, well, 2 more cars. We have the E-Muscle car, guys. They have a beautiful 69 Camaro with a Revolt motor under the hood. And I think, and this is my opinion, the fastest Miata in the world is going to be Mitch over at Torque Trends. So
It's going to be ridiculous.
this thing, what does he have in there?
So he has our Revolt motor, which is pushing about 500, like, true horsepower to the ground with ridiculous amount of torques in a car that weighs.
And the car is going to weigh less than 2,500 pounds, batteries included. This thing is going to be a rocket on the track.
Well, you guys probably heard of the monster Miatas, where guys used to take V8s and stick it in their Miatas. This is way above that. This will roast one of those cars.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So stop by Torque Trends booth and see Mitch and check out the Revolt Miata. That thing is going to be amazing. All right, next, what do we have? All right, SEMA. SEMA wouldn't be an event without events. We have several on here. What do we have? Oh, the live repower.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
The live repower. I don't know. I heard there's going to be a really good-looking guy managing that build. But okay, yes, I will facilitate that build. And what it's going to be is they're going to drive a gasoline-powered car into SEMA. 4 days later, that car leaves as an EV.
What kind of car?
It's going to be a 32 Ford.
That's sick.
That is going to be a killer build.
So you watch.
Can't wait to see that.
An entire car, literally come in gas, rip all the stuff out, put electric in it, and drive out under electric
Has
power.
anyone
In
done that
4
before?
days.
Not at the SEMA show.
I've
Not
seen
at the SEMA
people
show,
do-
but I've seen people do bugs.
Okay.
I've
This
seen
is
people
on
do
a
it, but-
whole another level.
This is a whole different level.
Oh, yeah.
You got battery box, you got the motor.
There's a lot going on.
And all the componentry that goes with
Yeah.
it. All right. Now, also, along with that, will be Learn EV. So this is it's Legacy EV is putting on a training, right? And I believe it's already sold out. But if you want to try that, you can definitely check it out and see if you'll be able to get in there. But it's going to be a 2-day class, and it's the basics of an EV. Everything you need to know about the basics on an EV, this will be able to get you there. All right, next, Best of the Roadster Shop. That is going to be an impressive display. So we're going to go and check that out and see who's built the best car on a Roadster Shop chassis. But I don't know, this one's looking pretty good to me.
If they had an electric category there, I think we'd take the cake.
Oh, absolutely. I think so. I mean, if not, she's definitely one of the fastest.
Best white and red 65 Mustang on the road shot. Yeah,
there's
Yeah, that should be a category right there. That should be a category. All right. last thing, we've done quite a bit over the last 3 years, and you can see for a 3-4 man shop with Danny Boy, we have gotten a lot done, but we wouldn't have been able to do that without a few of our friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Some of the people that we want to give a shout out to, HRE. What is HRE helping us?
So I actually drove the Mustang to HRE about 4, 5, 6 months ago, whatever
Yep,
it was.
Probably 6 months ago.
And pulled in, and literally the guys fell in love with the car right away. So they hooked us up with some wheels. Thank you guys so much. They are amazing.
Beautiful wheels.
It totally changes the look of the car. It was a great build before, and now it's even better. I mean, this thing totally changed the look of it. And right now, it's much closer to the initial rendering that you showed me over a year ago.
So these are the wheels I originally picked out for the car, and we went kind of back and forth on a lot
Yeah.
of different designs. But HRE came through with us. They're custom for this car. The offsets, the spacing, everything had to be designed for this particular vehicle. New tires too. We got R888s on it.
Oh, there are some sticky
Yeah.
joints on there, boy.
No, I can race these
All right.
again now and hopefully hook up and take
I
it.
know.
No
All right.
excuses.
Now it might change the whole demographic there. All right. Now, next, Optima. We already talked about Optima, but what we didn't talk about is how we came in contact with Optima, and that's MagnaFlow. So big shout out to MagnaFlow for connecting us, and we have something in the works with MagnaFlow, so you guys have to stay tuned for that one.
And also, I mean, people are like, why the heck are you guys and you and MagnaFlow together? Well, MagnaFlow is just an awesome company. They're always kind of looking around to innovate stuff, and they're right across the street. They've just been really good to us. We love everyone there. Jeff, thank you very much. I mean, everybody there.
Jeff and Richard over
Richard.
at MagnaFlow have been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, PPG. What did PPG do for us?
This beautiful paint job you see behind you. This,
No. This one's not PPG.
Is it not?
No.
Yeah.
The little
Oh,
giant.
cut.
Little
They did the
Giant.
Little Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
that
paint on the
paint
little
job's
giant
slick,
is
dude.
definitely PPG.
That
and
fight jet gray.
Yeah,
it
this
looks
is
so slick.
This is by the custom shop. They hooked us up with the paint on this car, and big shout out to the custom shop for that. You guys have been awesome. The paint, it's a year old now, and honestly, it looks just as good as the day it rolled off, except for the couple of scratches and chips that I put into it. But that's my fault.
All right, next. None of our videos would be complete without a shout out to Sin Cut Sin. Every vehicle that we've built that has come through our shop has parts from Sin Cut Sin. So what do they do in a nutshell?
Basically, if you have any design in like a DXF or CAD, you want to cut it out of metal, titanium, aluminum, steel, carbon fiber, plastic.
Rubber, cool.
I don't care.
Yeah.
They will literally, you send them a drawing of what you need and you select your material and thickness in 2 seconds. It's really simple on their website. You hit shopping cart, go. Literally a week later, it shows up in a beautiful box. No fabrication needed on your end. We don't have any laser cutters here. We don't have any big fab tools. And the level of detail in some of our metal work here is just amazing because of their particular systems and their laser cutting.
And the post-processing they can do too. We bending, plating, threading, thread inserts. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. It's almost a finished part. Depending on what you do, it's almost a finished part that shows up at your door. It's pretty amazing.
And honestly,
I like
by the time I'm done like designing something, and then I choose my metal to go do it myself, it's cheaper to do it through them, material cost wise.
It really is, yeah.
Right. And now, one of our, maybe not the biggest, but definitely one of the favorites, Egg Bar and the boys.
Oh, Simple Green. Oh, yeah.
All right.
So Simple Green approached us at Electrified Expo. They were really interested in the technology and in the kind of upcoming world of the EV stuff. And man, those guys have just been fantastic. Big shout out to Fred Waterfall. We already used their stuff.
Yeah, we've had Simple Green for years.
I only knew they did, regular Simple Green. They've got car cleaner, boat cleaner, granite cleaner,
Tooth cleaner.
If you can
Cleaner.
think of something to clean, they got something to clean it with. So yeah, we've been
And they're
extremely-
professional grade stuff too for
Yeah.
the aircraft. So
Yep.
it-
And all environmentally friendly. That's the big thing.
That's
All right.
there, that's there, yeah.
So I think that about wraps it up for us. If you happen to come by SEMA, come by, check us out. Booth number 24913. That's going to be the Legacy EV booth.
Correct.
But come to the Electrified. What's the actual name of it?
it's electrified area.
Okay. So come to the Electrified area, and you'll get to see cars like the Dock and a ton of other builds. The Electrified area has been growing exponentially year to year. This is our 3rd year there, and I think the first year it was 7 cars.
We've been there ever since.
Yeah, and now there's probably 50.
Yeah.
So it's growing, and I think we have a little bit to say in the fact, in the impact that this EV conversion stuff is taking the market by storm. So I think anything else we got to add?
That kind of wraps it up, I think. We got a busy week ahead. A couple more things to tie up on the car, but if you're coming to SEMA, we'll see you there.
All right. We'll see you guys next time on the Revolt Garage. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment. We want to hear from you.
See you guys soon. SEMA soon.
SEMA.
See you soon.